Okay, hello, welcome to the final episode of the Northampton career mode in League 2. Quick cheeky reminder to please like and subscribe. Yes, this is the final match and then the statistics as we move into League 1 in the next episode. Thank you so much for the support on this first season, it's been so good. And now we've got this last game to play at Newport County. We're going to jump in and hopefully get a nice win to send us off. Okay, it's Hazard in goal, Wharton, Hughes, Williams, McWilliams, Hoskins, McWilliams, Pollock, Senior, Warburton and Williams. A lot of rotation due to the absolutely knackered squad, but a bit of experimentation time in this one, see what happens. Here's Warburton, Pollock, Andy Williams, bit of space, has a go, it's a good save from the keeper there. Okay, we changed to 3-5-2 and put List on for McWilliams. Experimentation time, like I said. Nurse, Hammond, back to Nurse, into Dolan, Hammond, good football here, they found their way through, Hazard stopped it, oh no, it's ricocheted through. Newport have the lead in the 41st minute, so very unlucky there, some really good football, but the way that it ricochets back to him is just hard to take. Unfortunate for Hazard really. He does really well to stop back, make himself big. Wilmot, Whiteley, intercepted by Sean, and here's Andy Williams now, he's going to be through, is that, he's got the foul, it's going to be a free kick, the captain's brought Andy down, could we see a red card? A lot of arguments amongst the players, need to pull out the man with the armband from all this, he's giving him red, he's gone. Mickey Dimitriou has gone. Let's have a look at the replay. He just takes the leg before the ball. It's a difficult decision. But we have got a free kick and they've got 10 men just before half time. No real options to take this free kick. Might be something we need to look at. But here is Warburton. It's floated on through. Unlucky there. Corner ball, Senior will take it. In it comes, punched clear. Hoskins nods it down for Jay. Williams blocked. Poor clearance. And they're not getting this away. And still they've given it to Senior if he can get to it. Yeah, he's going to get this. Senior across for List. Get in. Terrible defensive display here. Eventually falls for Senior, who squares it for List. Okay, change to a 4-4-2 and Warburton's going to make way for the retiring Alan McCormack. Here is Wharton, McCormack, List, Andy Williams, through to Elliot List. Still List into the area. List has a go! Palmed away. Free kick for Newport here. Launched forward, flicked on. And everyone's just left it. It wouldn't let me switch player to change here. He's beaten Hughes. A square ball and Hammond with a rocket. It wouldn't let me change the player. It was locked in on, I think it was Pollock running toward the ball. It wouldn't let me be Hughes or even Wharton, who were both in better positions to take it. And a square ball and he just lashes it top corner. 10 men lead. It's poor from the defender. It is Elliot List on his left foot. List. So poor. Final change then will be Lines making way. Lines coming on for Scott Pollock. First time I think we've had an actual Lines Cormac midfield. Might be wrong. I can't remember it. It's a foul on McCormack there, and I didn't realise at the time to watch the replay, but they've now just had Labadie sent off. They're down to 9 men for this last 30 seconds. Let's see, it's Lines. He plays through to Hoskins, who is offside. And the 9 men of Newport cause an upset on the final day as the full-time whistle will be about to go. We lose 2-1 in Newport. Not a great way to end it, but it does tell me a little bit about a few players that I needed to know. Newport will celebrate that one, no doubt. Just an 8.1 for List in there. Not many good performances. Shame for Adam McCormack's last game, but he's had a nice season. And Sam Hoskins just wanted to say that he was grateful for being back in the team. He doesn't mind missing the occasional game, but etc. etc. You get it by now. But expect him to be better. Simple as that. And we can see here the player of League 2 was given to Andy. No surprises there really. Goalkeeper of the tournament went to Dean Gherkin of Colchester. And then Williams wins the Golden Boot, of course, 4-1 goals. And the team of the competition is Hazard, Mills, Pearce, Turnbull, Jackson, Nathaniel George, Pelkan, Kashkit, Williams and Lavery, which is interesting that Senior doesn't make that team, and Hazard does as well, which is odd considering that he didn't win the Golden Glove and another goalkeeper did. You got Forest Green, Mansfield, Colchester, Crawley, Colchester again, Forest Green again, and Walsall in there amongst our Cobblers players. And now that this season has come to an end, so we're going to have a quick look at the stats and see who is our player of the season. 46 played, 36 wins, 3 draws, 7 defeats, 147 scored, 70 conceded, 77 goal difference and 111 points. That is phenomenal. There was a rocky beginning as well, so to end with 111 points is really, really pleasing. Okay, the top scorers were, of course, Andy Williams got 41 in 40, it's ridiculous. 22 and 24 for List as well. Senior had 17 and 27, Warburton 16 and 36, all pretty good records. And that's it for us in the top 25. Of course, Williams, the landslide winner. Absolute landslide, he's won that by. Assists, 23 for Williams as well, wow. 23 for Warburton as well. Khan with 11 and 38. Watson with 9 and 28, he did quite well. McCormack with 8 and 32. List with 8 and 24. Got McWilliams with 7 and 37 and Kaj with 7 and 25. And finally you have Hoskins with 6 and 24. Nice for Alan McCormack to end his career with a decent performances like that. Clean sheets, Hazard had 10 and 42, which is it's not good enough. Look at that, 11 in 24 for Eastwood of Scunthorpe. It's not good enough, simple as that. We're looking to improve the defence and improve our defensive standings as we move into League 1. Yellow cards, we've never really got too many. No, Reds, I assume we're not on there either. I don't think we had a single red card. Let's have a look at the players. It's 51 appearances for Connor Hazard. He went up 2 overall as well and kept 12 clean sheets with a 7.2. He, as I said in the clean sheets bit, he needs a bit of extra protection, better defensive quality. We're going to look to bring in at least one defender, so we'll see how next season looks for him. He's going to stay in golf next season. Bradley Lashley made 7 appearances, went up 3 overall, 7 with just the 1 clean sheet. It's not great, 7 overall as well in his performances, but he's our young backup keeper for now. Arnold, of course, is going to be leaving us for China, I think, and never made an appearance. Angulo, 42 games, 4 assists, 10 clean sheets, went up 3 overall, 7.7. This lad from Colombia, he did try to score very, very much, but it never worked out for him. Hopefully he can get some in the new season. He'll of course be staying as our main left back. Joe Martin, lost 1 overall there, 8 games, 2 clean sheets, 7.3. On the fence of whether to keep him or not. I think I'm just going to keep him on the transfer list, and if I get offers then I can maybe replace him or just let one of the other lads take it when they need to. Charlie Good is the club captain still, 46 appearances, 1 goal, 9 clean sheets, 7.4 overall. Went up 1 overall. He had a indifferent season, cost us a few goals, made a few mistakes. He may be the one that loses his place if one of them has to, but we'll see when we see who we bring in. Jordan Turnbull then went up 2 overall, 48 games, 9 clean sheets, 7.3. Again, I quite like Jordan Turnbull. He got in the weird team of the season that I showed you. But yeah, I quite like him. He's a bit versatile as well, so he'll be around next season regardless. Scott Wharton, who I played a little bit more for the end of the season, 8 games, plus 2, 6.8 overall. I am considering having him be the one that we buy and keep, but depends how much it's going to cost. We'll see. I wish I'd used him a little bit more now that he's playing so well in real life and scored 4 goals in 3 games. But yeah, Ryan Hughes went up 13, 10 games, 4 clean sheets, 7.8. Quite like Ryan Hughes, and he's going to be around to next season, next couple of seasons, see how he progresses. What else can you really say? Same for Jay Williams, plus 14, he's at 63. 12 games, 4 clean sheets, 7.5. Pretty much the same for Hughes, he's going to be kept around, he's done okay. Now, Reece Johnson had a surprisingly great season. 41 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists, 7 clean sheets, 7.5. Went up 2 as well. I was considering not keeping him, but he turned out to do quite well. Overall, he scored a lot. He got a lot of solid 8 performances, so he'll remain our starting right back, I think. At the start of next season, we'll see how we go. We also have Cameron Williams, who went up 11, 18 games, 3 assists, 7 clean sheets, 7.5. I also really wanted to get him in the team a lot more. He was perfectly solid, did quite well. I think we've got a decent couple of right backs. Alan McCormack then, 39 appearances, 4 goals, 9 assists, 9 clean sheets, 7.5. His last season, he did really well. He was great. Him and Lyons as well in that experienced role. I got a couple of players on the shortlist for replacing him as the DM, but we'll see when it comes to next year. Morgan Roberts never played, and we're looking to move him on, of course. I think he may have actually left on a pre-deal, signed outside of the transfer window, so he's going to go, I think. Ryan Watson then went up 1, 35 appearances, 2 goals, 10 assists, 6 clean sheets, 7.3. Quite like Ryan Watson, didn't play as much as I intended him to, but he'll be in the squad next season. Whether he will stay long term, I don't know yet. Probably not, because of his age. Chris Lyons then did lose 2 overall, but he played 46 games, 8 goals, 5 assists, 6 clean sheets, 7.3. Again, really good season from him. Really pleased with how he turned out. Scored a few goals towards the end as well, and usually was the replacement for McCormack in games. Scott Pollock went up 9, 31 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 5 clean sheets, 7.1. Big fan of this kid, he's got a big future, and hopefully his dynamic potential will shoot him up so he's even better next year. Sean McWilliams went up 5, 48 games, 9 goals, 7 assists, 6 clean sheets, 7.3. Again, really, really good from him. He'll be a huge part for us next season as well, of course. Egley Kaja went up 2, 30 games, 8 goals, 8 assists, 8 clean sheets, 7.6. Really good from him. Really, really good. I was a big fan of using him, actually, so he'll be around as a rotation player for next season. Warburton went up 1, 41 games, 18 goals, 25 assists, 7 clean sheets, 7.9. Really, really good from him. It's strange because he's such a low overall when he's 27. He's already getting toward the end. But yeah, he was really good, so he'll be kept around and he'll be used a bit next season. Otis Khan went up 2, 47 games, 11 goals, 15 assists, 9 clean sheets, 7.5. Same for Khan. I think he'll probably take over Warburton's main role, but Warburton will still be rotated in. Good from him. Senior, 30 games, 17 goals, 5 assists, 7 clean sheets. Went up 1 as well, 7.7. Big fan of him. Did really, really well last season. I think he'll be the main man on the left probably next season, maybe even the right, but we'll see. But yeah, good sign. I think he came in January. Really good sign, and he turned out to be. Nicky Adams did lose an overall. 41 games, 10 goals, 7 assists, 8 clean sheets, 7.4. Again, he is the experienced man who we tend to use right, left, and sometimes cam. Big fan of Nicky Adams. He'll be here for next season at the very least. Sam Hoskins then, he went up 1, 34 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 4 clean sheets, 7.4. Quite like Sam. Again, he may be kept around as a option out wide because we don't have too many of those. But yeah, he had a decent season when he was needed. Now here is the man who undoubtedly will get the Player of the Season award. 47 games, 46 goals, 25 assists. Took part in 7 of the clean sheets as well, and an 8.3. But what can you say about a season like that? It's one of the best striker return rates I've ever had in a FIFA. I think that the only time I ever had more was when I had Chris Long, who was on loan at Cobblers a few years ago. He got me 50 league goals one year. But other than that, Andy Williams is very, very, very close second. Brilliant from him. Elliot List then, 32 appearances, 28 goals, 13 assists, 5 clean sheets, 8.2. Well, I went up to overall as well. Now the little Michael Owen, the new Michael Owen as I've dubbed him, has done very, very well since bringing him in. I think he might have come in January as well. So Elliot List, of course, will be around next season. I don't know if I need to look for another striker yet, or I might leave it till we go to the Championship when Andy's like had it. But we'll see how he gets on in League One. Same with Elliot List, got big hopes for him. Harry Smith then, 19 games, 13 goals, 7 assists, 2 clean sheets, 7.7. Went up 1. Now I kept him around as a target man option. He's done actually quite well. He had some weak finishing at points, but he did quite well in the end to get as many goals as he did, including that crucial one in the Leasing.com Trophy final. And Vadaine Oliver, 5 appearances, 1 goal, 5 assists, 2 clean sheets, 7.9. Surprisingly really, really good from him. He is going to be moved on, I'm afraid. I do kind of want to keep him, but at the same time, he never quite clicked when I played with him. So he is going to be moved on, unfortunately. And now then, that will be it for this career mode season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in League One.